Ronald Koeman is at the edge of the cliff as the disastrous end of season have dramatically diminished his chances to continue as the coach of Football Club Barcelona. Welcome back to Blaugrana Planet, welcome back to a new video, and today we are gonna be talking about Ronald Koeman's future and his possible replacement. But before, let me give a special thank you to OneFootball for sponsoring this channel. OneFootball is the best football app that you're gonna be able to get, in which you're gonna be able to find all the latest news, all the latest stats, all the facts, all the opinions. Everything that you need to know about the world of football, you're gonna get it in OneFootball. Of course, you're gonna be able to follow the latest trends and news about Football Club Barcelona. Everything that's going on is in OneFootball. So make sure you go download it right now using my link in the description. And if you do, you're gonna be supporting my channel, and I will be very grateful. So make sure you go download it right now. So Ronald Koeman's first season is ending terribly. It's been a season with a lot of ups and downs, filled with emotions, and now that we thought that La Liga was in our hands, that we actually could grab it, everything fell apart. And to be fair, I think that everyone assumes at this point in Catalonia and around the world that Ronald Koeman is simply not made for Football Club Barcelona, and his tactics have shown and have backed this opinion. His bad technical decisions have put Barcelona in a very difficult spot, losing critical points in order to get into the title race of La Liga, getting to the point where Barcelona only won one game out of the last 5. This is something that we hadn't seen for a long time in Football Club Barcelona. And certainly that is a stat that has determined Ronald Koeman's future, because at this point, reports are saying that Koeman is going to be out at a 99% chance, or at least this is what Raku is saying that Joan Laporta is already thinking. So as you can see, Koeman's chances to continue as the coach have dramatically been diminished after this end of season. But let's be fair, and I said it in previous videos, not all the fault is of Ronald Koeman. The players also are to blame for this, and big changes need to be made. But in order to make big changes, so if you want to change big players of the club, you need to find the big replacements. Otherwise, we're going to be falling into the same problem which we had few years ago. For example, with the departure of Dani Alves, we are still lacking a replacement for Dani Alves. The departure of Iniesta, still lacking a replacement for Iniesta. So if we want to get rid of backbone players, we need to get really good replacements, and that is not easy. Anyways, that is a problem that Laporta will have to face, and we're not going to be talking about that in this video. I have talked about it in other videos, and I will most probably be talking about it in other videos in the future. Now let's focus on Ronald Koeman, because at the end of the day, he is the head of the project. He's the most responsible person in the field. And the bad taste that Koeman has left this season, with all these ups and downs and dramas all over, certainly has affected Laporta's decision. Although Laporta's decision is not yet taken. But we know that Koeman is not Laporta's coach, and there are a lot of things that Joan Laporta doesn't like about Ronald Koeman. But Laporta has decided to remain silent in order not to hurt and destabilize the team at this moment. There's one game left on La Liga. It's pretty much done and dusted. We have no chances of competing for the title, but Laporta is going to remain silent until he has everything settled. I think this is what's going to happen. And certainly Joan Laporta, as he starts a new project, he's going to want to have a coach of his choice, because the coach is so important in a project. And if you want to have a long-term project, which is what Laporta wants, you're gonna need a coach that can actually last those years, and you can build together with Laporta and the new coach the next Football Club Barcelona, or at least the fundamentals. Start crafting the future of Barcelona. And everything indicates, and which is the fans' favorite, is that Xavi Hernandez is the replacement of Ronald Koeman as early as next season. Although, as we know, Xavi Hernandez recently renewed with Al Sadd team in Qatar, which he's been coaching with great success over there. But we don't know 100% sure, but everything rumors around a clause, which we don't know if it's written or just verbal, that actually lets Xavi leave Al Sadd for free if Barcelona calls him up. So hypothetically, Xavi would actually be able to join Barcelona next season without a problem, even if he renewed with Al Sadd. And just to spice it all up a little bit, just to throw in that spice, Xavi Hernandez actually came for vacations to Barcelona, which was an arrival that created a huge controversy, a big snowball that is creating with this Xavi thing, mainly due to a picture that his wife posted on Instagram, which showed a bunch of big suitcases. And you might think, well, you're going for a holiday, how many suitcases do you need? At least myself, I think I need a medium suitcase. Depends how many days I go for holiday. Obviously, I'm not Xavi, I don't have a family. By family, I mean sons and daughters. I don't have a wife at the moment. And you know what I mean. So I don't need that much. I don't know how many bags does he need, but certainly in this picture we can see a bunch of bags. So this opened the debate whether Xavi was actually coming to stay in Barcelona for good or just for vacation. They need too many clothes. We don't know. Anyways, the fact is that Xavi Hernandez is possibly the favorite of Joan Laporta, even though there are rumors which state that Xavi is not the first favorite of Joan Laporta. I really doubt it. I think Xavi is the #1 choice. But everything is not so easy as you might think. Xavi is a person that wants to do things well. He doesn't want to rush his entrance into Barcelona. And also, there's one fact, whether he's ready or not, that I like to appoint. And that is the fact that if Barcelona needs to change a lot of heavyweight players, or at least a few of them, do you think that Xavi is gonna be wanting to do this? I don't see it. I just don't see Xavi wanting to replace those big players himself, because he was actually his colleague a few years ago, and that is something that he's not gonna want to do. And this is a position that right now Xavi would have to face. Everyone is speculating with Xavi, but as I said, guys, Xavi doesn't want to rush in. He wants to do things good, and also for the good of Barcelona. If those players have to leave, maybe something has to happen. Possibly their own will has to get them out of the club, not Xavi Hernandez. But I don't want to sound like a hater of players that have actually given us so much, which are actually giving good performances still. Maybe a bit irregular, but players like Jordi Alba or Busquets are players that possibly have 1 or even 2 years, who knows. Anyways, in terms of Xavi, I think that sooner or later, Xavi is destined to be the coach of Football Club Barcelona. And if Xavi doesn't arrive this season, well, I think that for certain it's gonna be next season. Because at the end of the day, I think that Xavi is capable of managing a team like this. And I said it before in other videos. If Xavi is actually making Al Sadd play that good, imagine what he can do with the squad of players that we have here. And a few additions that Joan Laporta can bring in. And also just to say that to me, bringing another coach that is not Xavi would be a big mistake, because at the end of the day you're always gonna have that pressure of Xavi getting ready for the job, so it's always gonna be temporary. And I don't think that Joan Laporta is looking for a coach of 1 or 2 years. Joan Laporta is looking for a project, a good project, a solid coach that can come in and actually give us 5 years at least of coaching. So for me, it's either gonna be keeping Ronald Koeman and risking 1 more year of Leo Messi, risking not actually building a project, or bringing in Xavi as soon as possible. But apparently Laporta is not 100% sure. And I am sure that there are a lot of factors that we don't know. The situation is not as easy as it looks. That is for sure. And I am sure that Laporta will try to take the best decision for Barcelona, because Laporta is not Bartomeu. And also, it is important to say that there is a lot of speculation with Xavi, guys. Tons of speculation, so be safe out there. Don't believe anything that you see, any report that you see. Always take it with a grain of salt. And just to finish it off, I know what some of you are going to be saying. What about Garcia Pimenta? Can Garcia Pimenta actually take over Ronald Koeman and possibly we can get Xavi next year? Or I've even read some people saying, no, bring Garcia Pimenta to the first team and put Xavi in the second team. That doesn't make sense. Anyways, Garcia Pimenta, why I think that Garcia Pimenta shouldn't coach the first team is the fact that he is the best coach right now for the Barca B team. Why would you change something that is working? You simply don't touch something that is working. Let it happen. And in fact, if you actually promote him to the first team and he gets burnt, what if it doesn't really work? What happens then? You get him back to the second team, or you risk losing Garcia Pimenta for good. So to me, it is clear. Garcia Pimenta stays in the B team, and at this point for me, it's either 1% Ronald Koeman or 99% Xavi Hernandez. Will it happen? Let me know all in the comments down below, and of course, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to smash the likes button. Important to smash the like button and subscribe. Subscribe and hit that notifications bell if you want to be notified as soon as I release my next video. And now, and as I always say, Visca el Barça, Visca Catalunya, and see you in the next video.